This would have been the best trade location for long. Freaking platform, dude. Freaking hated shit like that. Truly. Most ideal trade location was at 38s. Now we need to wait for a pullback. It's the most annoying thing that can happen, dude. Patience, it is. This could have been the one and done. Might want to look for that POC there. See if they protect. see some buyers step in though. What is going on here? Oh, that saved me. Wanted to go long, aggressive above that prior candle. Should wait for buyers to step in though. Want to see some aggression. Just be on the right side of the momentum here. No need to pick the level. Not the biggest fan after that sweep though, but not giving me much chance today, Nasdaq. It needs to trade above. Buyers trying to push it here. Still no aggression though. First sign of buy aggression. Immediately gets absorbed. Want to see it trade above 120s. They're again pushing it here. Bro, do not do this to me. Okay, drawdown is contained. See if it wicks me. It's recording this or sharing the wrong screen though. Where's the sell aggression here? First one's gonna be here. Show me you want it. Once we start pushing that 160, I'm very likely to go break even here. Struggling though, not a fan. Don't like struggles. I want to see entries and straight to take profits. Sitting that imbalance on the sell here. Just gotta push through. I could protect myself down that wick. Rejecting. No play. Oh, really? Still a fan though. If this wicks me, I need to slow down. Push it, man. Push it. Could we go and break even after the brutal? Brutal. Start stepping in. They need to get absorbed here. Again, at that POC, this is the level it has to reject. It's just chopping around it. It's not good. Needs to trade above the red bubbles. I'm really not a fan. It's rejecting it. Rejecting. Buyers step in. Buyers need to push through. Don't wake me. Okay. It's annoying as fuck here, dude. Brutal. Brutal. You fucking shitting me, NASDAQ? Fucking to the wick, to the tick. Fucking NASDAQ, dude. If I were to go along on this level, that would have been nice. Basically, gotta wait now. See how she wants to resolve. I do like the level though, but too tight. Adding too quick, probably. Case to be made to just give it way more room. Would have still been in that move. These are the annoying parts of trading Nasdaq too tight. Trying to see what makes sense here. Looks bullish on a. If I look at the profiles from prior day, bouncing on that prior POC, trading above that value area high, makes me want to think it wants that prior range high. That's why I was pushing the buttons right there. Just don't like it after it swept those highs. It's basically everything in between those orange levels is range bound. At the same time, I'm favoring the long side here, just not going anywhere. 40-point candles to the right. Trying to see where the aggression is here. This was the move I was looking for. Do like it up, but needs to make sense here. Not able to join right here. Move back to the 160s maybe. Was my stop too tight? Is that even a question? Maybe a bit too aggressive with adding to the trade. Basically, it got stopped to on the lows 2 times. It's so fucking brutal. Looking for a move overall towards that value area high there. Looking for immediate continuation from this move. Otherwise, deeper pullback incoming. Trade kind of makes sense with pulling back towards the value area high from that move. It's not the most ideal trade location. It's expected value, which is not a really good, but it's trending up. So this makes sense to join here. And if she doesn't pull through here, we'll get the pullback lower, likely towards that 160 level again. See what happens here. Not really having it here, huh? Prior range high still untapped. Getting basically again a retest of that prior profile here. This could be looking better if buyers step in. I might need to stretch my legs if if this fails. Very, very likely to go for a walk and stretch my legs if this fails. I want to see some aggression here. Nothing happening. No aggression, no bubbles. I want to see some bubbles. Red or green. I see some information. If this pops, I kind of want to protect my position. Could give it like a few points here. It's fine. Aggression, please. Prior range high here. So we are protected. Seems like was kind of impatient with, I mean, the aggression made sense for the long. Once we retested that very high, it just decided to sweep it one more time. If we reject up prior range high, I might start drilling some to get something back. Kind of swept two swing highs here. She gotta go, go, go. Looks good from an over from those levels, that perspective. I'm just joining late, so there's always a probability she wants more of a retrace. But overall, looks good. Rejecting that value from the current profile. Let's get a trade above 230s here. It still looks good. Once we start popping those highs, might trail those lows. Aggression, which is getting absorbed. She needs to push through here. There's a point where I'm going to start trailing. The fact remains that I still should have been long from freaking 120s. Trying to be patient. Got swing high, 263. Got aggression. Oh, we passed the aggression. Let's go to the moon. Let's go. That's good. 240's got a hold here. Green bubbles on top means they want to buy higher prices. That's bullish. Or it should. Unless it's absorption, obviously. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is my stuff in a bad place here? That's a question. Probably. Well, I'm gonna give it the room. I'll add if she wants to do it. Let's make some money. If she bounces. If she drops back into prior range, my position is cooked. If you bounce and I'm able to add, the biggest fan of this structure on top. But do I need to be a fan? That's the question. Once you want to see that aggression hold, or just start losing. There's no sell aggression though, so that is the thing. That's the thing. Brutal. Fucking brutal. Well, I'm gonna put myself break even. I don't want to fucking go get wicked here at that value level. Freaking didn't bounce, dude. She didn't bounce. That's a brutal play. Usa. If she bounces here, I'm probably gonna lose it though. Go flat. See what's going on. Brutal. Probably should have been more aggressive with the ads earlier and more aggressive out. Maybe, perhaps. Now we're dropping back into range, losing all those levels. Basically rejecting that aggression level at 240s. $180s, perhaps. Get the IB closed in like 3 minutes. Jesus. I do still like it long above 150s. Get some aggression right here. Waiting for a turn though. Bit aggressive, that's fine. Drawline is contained, it's 10 points. Two 40s. Same level. Two 40s need to break, need to go somewhere right here. I'm not really until that gets resolved. I shouldn't drill. Someone's down on the day. I also don't want to get freaking wicked here. My break even already is in a freaking annoying spot. Nasdaq, this is your moment to shine. It's hitting that resistance level. I'm not a fan of not pushing through. If it pops, dude, but come on, man. At least give me a freaking try towards the 42s. Anything like that. Do it. I dare you. There's a part of me that wants to add here. There's also a part that says don't do fucking anything because this wants to wick you out. Buyer stepping in, trying to basically close above. You don't want to see it under that aggression here with the sellers. Let's hold the runner. Seller stepping in here. Kind of need to watch the 5 minute here. Still creating a higher low, still bouncing from the price structure. Still bullish candles. Don't get lost in the 1 minute up and down. The issue is very tight. I do like that, but let's go, buddy. Continuation from this, please. Oh boy, we're making money, huh? We're making money. Absorb. Absorb. No, don't absorb. Oh, my trail is in a bad spot. It should be under that aggression here. Now it's on it. That's good to like get stopped out to the freaking tick. Straight the freaking 1 minute low, dude. You can see the absorption here, so this is very likely to have a bigger pullback. Next candle closes here, go up. I'm trailing the low if she pushes up here. Why? I could drop it right here though. Why not put it right here? It's a good question. It's a very, very good question. It's hesitating here too. Okay. Then do what you gotta do. Nasdaq. Or like this. Or what's the overnight high? Somewhat here. Okay. If it hits the first target, I'm very likely to look for trails at that level. There's no reason to hold you back to hit that level. Nasdaq, there's literally no reason to not do me like that. Just not gonna watch. Maybe I'm watching. It's very painful to see what's happening right here. And that's why I just take profit like this. Jesus, fucking 1 point. It's all good though. It still looks good, but she's not immediately gonna bounce right here. I don't want to be. I mean, I do want to be in the long, but I think I'm I think I'm good after this battle today. It's still, this is still fine for continuation up. It's 275. It's just already like 30 points on like 1 mini. I was still at like 10 minutes, 10 micros on. So yeah, I'm happy to be on the green side of the trade. I do not yet have affiliate links. I applied for them, but yeah, they're taking ages. So we'll see. We'll see if I get some. How many evals accounts can you buy on Flex Plan? You can buy 5 accounts, or, but I'm Ronnie. Let's focus on the process for now. Maybe 2, 1. Still bouncing from a structure here. Still looks good. Still looks good. And overall, where's my, let's remove. Like overall, just using these freaking overnight levels, dude. I wanted to go along at the 40s. Connection issues. Move was already up like at the 180s here when I got back. But just using these levels, dude, fucking fire, and just target the other side. I mean, obviously it's not gonna happen like this every time, but these levels, dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I think I deserve a cup of coffee after that battle. Let me see where my epic pen. And then even just from a 15-minute chart, swept those highs. Below bearish, above bullish, it sweeps it, it regains it. In my opinion, its job is to, if this fails, gets back into range, the high probability is that price will look for the opposite liquidity, which it did. And then once we start pushing up here, same thing. We trade up, go long. We fail, we drop back in. Maybe a short is a good thing. Because I was trying to, so this was the only thing probably why I was trailing that tight, because we basically swept, got back into it. There was a probability for price to really start chopping around here. It eventually did move up after stopping me out 2 times with a freaking tick. I could have been up like 2K today, if not more. But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's how I traded today. So that's something I will definitely review to like put in my notes tonight, so I can remember this when I start trading tomorrow. It's like, don't add too quick because I was going way too quick here adding, and then putting my stop, trailing my stop, telling myself I don't want to see price. Where is it here? Because it yeah, doesn't make sense. It does make sense, but then again, if for example I go long here, I was 10 contracts long, and I'm like, I don't want to see this aggression to be failed. Okay, that's fine, but don't fucking put your stop at that level. Use the freaking low of the candle here or this, and then use the information of this candle, that aggression, but use the wick or the candle as your stop. I would have still been in the trade, but there's just times where I get smart with myself, and this shit happens. And then this one, yeah, could have taken profit. But then again, I was looking for the same idea, those levels, for a potential bounce, and I would have slammed probably a ton more of micros on this move and then scaled out. Yeah. $9.39. Oh yeah, that. Yes. At levels, key levels of liquidity, that's where the market is the most obvious, in my opinion, Gianni. That's where the market decides up, down, in my opinion. That's why I use those sweep levels, although they're not really liquidity levels, they're just swing points. Works the same. But I'm going for a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Damn, we're still going up, huh? Structure still look good. That 240 level just was a flip. Once again, probably could have gone long again on that level. But after a while, just the expected value of the trade goes away. For example, if the market opens up, the most ideal trade location was obviously down there. But this is where the expected value of the trade is the biggest. If you go along here, your stop is here, your potential reward is all the way here. So that's good. That's positive expected value. That's why I was freaking going along there, but obviously couldn't due to whatever was going on with that platform. But then after all, like after a while, even though the levels tell you the story of like, all right, we're going up. For example, if you go along here, in my opinion, in my view, this is still the risk where the overall move is invalidated. So your risk is big and your potential target reward is somewhat the same. So the EV becomes negative. And the higher you go, the less the expected value is. So going along here, I would have probably be really, really, really aggressive with trailing and such. That's nearly 700 subscribers. I'm gonna hit 1,000 very soon, I think. So profile wise, to just shortly recap a little bit. On the weekly, there was nothing going on just yet because we didn't hit like any major levels. So nothing really telling me a story right there. The game is open basically. On the daily here, again, we opened up above that POC. Same thing as Thursday, last Friday, I should say. We just wicked below, but basically we're consolidating above that POC, which then is a bullish thing. So once we start regaining those levels, yeah, move towards that prior value high, prior range high. And then using those other time frame techniques, fire. I just should have been able to participate down there. That would have been ideal. Get some P&L and then probably go along here, give it some more room because you're already green. And definitely should tranquilo with the ads. I mean, it works when something is really going, but how big were those candles? 50-point candles. And I started adding. I mean, like long two minis on 50 points. That's a lot of money. It's not something my account can use for drawdown per trade. Let's see what's going on. 'Profile lands. Also, just using that fixed volume profile. See, price pushes outside of a value, retest of that value area high. Again, aggressive, but yeah, the move towards that range high becomes very high probability. She's trending. She is trending. But at this point, I'm losing interest to go long because this is my extreme target. So if I want to target this, I mean, the move might be getting exhausted here. Do I trade in crypto? I do buy crypto when there's blood in the streets. So kind of hoping for like one more push, like consolidate a little bit right now, maybe a little bit of a bounce, and then like one more cut, and then start buying. But there's a few good ones. I think Link. Wait, let me see if I can pull it up. Spreads on the futures you should not be worried too much about. Yeah, altcoins. So the one I'm looking for is always this one. It's always been a little bit of a oh. Let me see. So this Link, Chainlink, you probably know. Back in the day, dude, I bought this shit at like 40 cents, and then she popped towards what is it here, 4 or 5. I just got out, but I was just starting out trading. Yeah, that was brutal. I think I had like 10,000, 15,000 coins of those. But just from a volume profile perspective, just drawing the whole range here. Obviously, very high, expensive, very low, cheap. So it's also like this is the most traded zone. So this is a you can see it like here. It's getting bought up. Is my voice kind of low? I'm sorry, man. Feeling lucky. You can always join a Discord, man. You can show me how much you want. The voice is low. Maybe some more gain. Give me a second here. Use my Rodecaster Pro. All right. But yeah, just from a volume profile perspective, it's time to start loading up here. I mean, it's a good price, like $80. Maybe she dips. Maybe she wicks. She wicks these lows at what is it? Oh, it's in the on my YouTube channel on the homepage. There's a link right there. You're free to join. Yeah, this is one of the ones I kind of want to buy again. I should probably start loading up. But overall on Bitcoin, even though I kind of start liking what she's doing here, to be on the right side of the V of the move, I kind of want probably start loading up if I get a higher low above this, or we really start dumping. But what I really want to see is basically a retrace to these levels. Maybe start like a little bit of a bull fake out, get people long, price starts confirming back below, destroys all the people that go along here, like a really big, really like 40K, I don't know. These here is brutal, but yeah, why not? And then I'll start buying, catching the knives. And then for sure, if things like that happen on Link, for example. Anyway, that was my 2 cents on Bitcoin. And boom, target hit. Was a little bit over 200 points. Just should have bought it here and sold it here. Easy as that. Why make it that complicated? Why make it that complicated? Do you go by the same name in Discord, sir? Just talk in the trading pit. Wait, let me see if I can. Just oh. So like this. Wait, I'll send you before the scanners get to you. Right, buddy. We'll talk later. Yeah, overall, profiles again. Look at the bullishness here. If we, as long as we stay trading above these key levels here, bullish, super bullish above the 314s. Definitely be looking for overall that weekly value area high, which is at 450s, 446. I think that's likely to see what's going on there. So once we test these levels, it's going to be more obvious what price wants to do. If you break that level, trade above, and then yeah, everything above that weekly value high, probably nice move up. Or do we reject? If we reject that and that weekly POC is still naked as it's right now, and we reject, for example, the 450s, she might swing for the lows, swing for that naked POC. I think it's going to be an interesting week, nonetheless. Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do here. Basically got a really nasty stop out too. Should have gone short or get out of 10 here instead of 5. Should have or trail it really tight, or you give it the room that it deserves. Now I put myself just in the middle of it all. It's also bad trade management again, basically. She played out beautifully today. Which order block, sir? It's all the way back to the 150s, or like maybe prior range higher, depending what time frame looking at. Just from a volume perspective, This is where the seller stepped in on the overnight. So if they step back in here, a move towards the value area high, yeah. But it's also very likely to do something like that. And then again, because this level is already tapped, even though if price were to, for example, come back, it still looks good. I'm losing interest because these levels already got tapped. I like to trade levels that are naked, quote unquote, untapped, highest probability, in my opinion. $150. Yeah, I wouldn't really like it on the day if it does that, because this is very trending so far. So once we start trading this fixed volume profile, once we start losing, for example, the overnight levels here, and then start trading back into value from this fixed profile, buyers were here. This is a very obvious place where buyers were present at the 120s. Reason why I was long. This is also basically the line in the sand for this whole move at the moment. Definitely, I don't want to go long and I don't want to go short. Going short would mean targeting the highs here. There's not enough meat on the bone. A bearish order block, sir. Are you talking about? Wait, I'm sharing the wrong screen here. I'm sharing the wrong screen here. Are you talking about this as a bearish order block? Well, if you know this is an order block, damn, that's fucking fat. If this is an order block, and the overnight extreme level is where the sellers were most aggressive. So this would be the spot for them to defend that 314 level, 315. Once we start trading above that level, very likely to hit that high of that level. At the same time, the opposite. And probably very likely the same for the bottom here too. You see buyers stepping in here. Most aggressive level where the buyers were most active. That's for me the line in the sand. If they tap it, gets above it, I'll buy the shit out of that. I was trying to do so. It wouldn't let me. What's going on, Anaheim? Kind of wanted to push it because I'm taking a payout, but yeah, that's what it is. At the moment, it's kind of consolidating above because this is a high volume node. It's above it, so everything above is super bullish, but at the same time, it's getting absorbed here. which kind of makes sense after basically only up. That's some nice pullbacks though. That's what you want to see. Some nice pullbacks. She gave plenty of opportunity today. And this overnight high is still untapped. So I'll be looking for that to move towards that overnight high. Very likely. Heat map liquidity, of course it does. It's the actual liquidity in the market. I just like to use bubbles. You can see here, if you see red bubbles and price is not able to push through, there's just shit ton of liquidity here. Someone's buying it up. Don't have to see the heat map because the heat map is good, but it's also too much information for me. I already got like so much going on here. I'm hitting that delay again. And my chart stopped ticking. The fuck is going on today? Connection lost. Okay. Reconnect, please. Connection died. Connection. Oh, we're back. I think. The same here. Like the absorption. It's bullish. Bubbles on top are bullish, but at the same time, that means they're selling it passively here. So not something I really want to go long against after 400 points up. I definitely had my chances to go long. I think it was a good day, only for the start of the session. I think we recovered very well. Open interest rising. Candles becoming bearish. I would open interest is something more to look at the close of a market and see where the market ended. So, for example, if open interest is rising and you're closing super bearish, that might be that they are putting on more shorts. But I wouldn't watch it during the session. I mean, everyone does what everyone does, but I wouldn't do that. Hmm. 45 minutes till lunchtime. Heading the extremes on the session. Maybe a quick recap. Yeah, let's do a little quick recap. Show me some profiles. Get rid of my face. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So we opened up right there. Let's see if I'm sharing the right screen here. Why is this? Something's not right here. Let me see if I can pop that up. No. No. Why is this? Why is this why it is? Annoying as fuck. Anyway, the yellow line, prior POC, we opened up there. We basically swept the lows there, regained that POC. Buyer stepped in, trading towards that prior value area high, which is that first blue line. Made sense. Once we start trading above that level, the obvious level on the profile becomes the prior range high, which is the upper yellow level. And then once we regain that, the overnight high came into play. So that's just from a session profile perspective. And then the one that gave it away for me is basically this one. Forget my overnight levels. Obviously, the value low, value high, the boxes, and then the extremes on the aggression up and down. Let's see if I can add my session levels here. So if, for me, the market opens and buyers were most aggressive on the bottom here at 340, at the 40s, 25,000 40s, and I put on my session profile and I see the POC here. Once price starts trading above this becomes a high probability spot for longs. Again, trading towards that value area high. Above that, trading towards that prior range high. Above that, trading towards that value area high from that session and the aggression on that overnight. Yeah. Kind of wish that could have been more aggressive, more involved earlier on, because there was some nice trade location down low there. Yeah, that's what it is. It always happen. Connection issues, platform issues, things happen. I think we stayed calm. We recovered. I think that's the best thing we could do. Control our behavior. So at this point, I'm losing interest to go long, especially because it's so extended. I think I'm good for today. I think I deserve some food because I'm hungry as hell. I'll be back tomorrow with the stream, hopefully without connection issues and all that. Yeah, I need some food. I got a call later. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Peace.